As how we keep the creative juices flowing. Obviously we're a pretty good sized studio, including a handful of contractors. We're over 80 people right now. So, we try to keep everyone on site, so we're full-time employees. What's important is for those people to engage face-to-face in brainstorms. So we've got a lot of different clients, right? So when you have lots of different clients, you want to make sure that you're not replicating the same experience from one client to another. In other words, as far as the product you put out, we don't use templates. We do use, game engines for certain games, but in general, you will never know that that's the same engine, whether it's a platformer or a side scroller, etc. Because we put our, obviously our creative stamp on it. So the great thing about having such a big studio is we have multiple different teams. So each one of the teams, with each project we do, goes through multiple brainstorms. There's concept development, there are multiple design rounds, and we have all the different builds. At times we're iterative as well. We use agile development as well sometimes. The key is that the people that are on the team have a vested interest and they're passionate. So one of the great things that we do is when we are looking at the resources available for a particular project, we also send out to the studio who has a real passion about this type of product or this type of character or this brand, whatever it may be. And they get the first sort of choice if they can work on the project, if they're available and not on something else, right? So the key is if you get the right team that's passionate about the product, they've got the chops, right? Because, for example, one category, maybe it's a kids category or for an aged up category, we may not have the right people for it right then. So what we do is we find the right people within the studio and put them on that project, so we make sure that we have the best success. So how do we keep those creative juices going? Man, we do so many projects. At any given time, we'll have 40 projects, 30 to 40 projects going at the same time in our studio. So when you think in terms of that, there has to be a lot of creative juices, man. We've got to give people a lot of creative freedom to be who they are. There's a reason why we hired them in the first place, because they're really damn good at what they do. And we're a family. I mean, believe it or not, we're a pretty big family. We trust each other, we trust our dev chops, we trust our creative chops, and we're super collaborative with our clients, right? So even if the creative juices are happening over here, we want to make sure our clients are collaborative as well, and we get their creative juices so they're super invested in the products.